Well, COVID is a new variant of the type of virus that causes the common cold. And the problem with it is just that it's a new variant, so we're not used to it. But as we get used to it, it does become much more similar to the common cold. And it is, over time, that is where it's going to end up. And flu, meanwhile, we are used to. We are vaccinate people against it, and we're used to living with it. But flu is a dangerous illness. It kills a lot of people, and it is subject to pandemics, just in the way that we've had one with COVID. So although there hasn't been a flu pandemic for a long time, the last one was in 1918, and that was very, very serious. But it may be another one, and if there is, we must make sure that we have a better response to it than we did to COVID.
And how much of this is down to evolution? You know, the evolution of the virus. I mean, presumably, you know far better than I do. Since 1918 and the Spanish flu epidemic, the flu evolved to be more transmissible but less lethal. And if Omicron teaches us anything, that there is an evolutionary track that the virus seems to be on, which makes it easier to transmit, but less likely to kill its hosts.
Yeah, that is what tends to happen. But when what the fear for a flu pandemic is that an animal strain of flu, and an awful lot of different types of animals get flu, and if an animal strain of flu gets into humans, we will have it'll be new to us. We won't have antibodies, and the results will be very severe. So at the moment, there's an outbreak of avian flu, bird flu, and the fatality of that is 50% for people who get it, because it's something new that we haven't had. It isn't spreading person to person. What these viruses have to do to become a pandemic is they have to, an animal virus, if it's going to become a pandemic one, it has to get into the human population. It has to be able to spread from animals to humans. And that normally happens in situations where people live very close to animals. And then it has to also learn to spread from person to person and to spread easily from person to person. And once that happens, you have a very severe situation.